Hello there. Let's do a little bit of algebra of solving for when an inverse is equal to a line. So the first step that I'm going to do is get rid of the denominator down here, dividing by x. So I'm going to multiply both sides by x. One key thing to remember here is that I'm multiplying an entire side by x. So this becomes 2, but each of these terms here get multiplied by x. This becomes x squared, this becomes minus x. Now I got a quadratic, and best solve quadratics by setting it equal to 0. Subtract 2 from both sides, and now we can use the quadratic formula. Oh, actually this one can be factored, can't it? Because multiplies to -2 adds to -1. That's going to be -2 and +1. So we can factor it into this, x minus 2 times x plus 1, so that would FOIL to, or distribute to get back up here, and now we can apply the zero product property. So this first one here is 0 when x is a 2, and the second one is 0 when x is -1. So if I do a rough sketch of this, the 2 over x1 is an inverse that's here and here, and x minus 1 is down here, and we are going up. So there's the 2, and there's the -1 there. And if we wanted to solve for the intersection points on these, then, so if these were like y equals 2 over x, y equals x minus 1, then I would have to get the coordinates for this, 2 comma something and -1 comma something. But as it is right now, this is just something that I'm solving for x. Okay, other side. Multiply through by x. Each term is being multiplied by x, so on the left I'm getting -3 equals -1/2 x squared plus 5x. You gotta remember to distribute x to each one of those. Okay, now what do? We're gonna add the 3. Okay, we could do quadratic formula on this, but I don't particularly like dealing with fractions like this, so I'm going to do a trick and I'm going to multiply everything by -2. And I'm also going to change the order. So -2 times the -1/2 is positive x squared minus 10x minus 6 equals 0. Now I only have to deal with integers. Okay, multiplies to -6 adds to -10. That is not going to work, so I have to do the quadratic formula. I tend to deal with the b's right off the get-go instead of writing -10. That's going to wind up being positive 10, and -10 squared is 100. But I do write the 4ac in parentheses there. Now scan the negatives, it's going to be a plus 24. So that's going to wind up being 10 plus or minus root 124 all over 2, and 124 needs a factor tree. Yeah, so 124 is even, that brings out a 62, and that's even, brings out a 31, and 31's prime, so it's going to be 2 roots of 31. And all of these are even, so my final answers are going to be 10 plus and minus, not 10. 10 over 2 becomes 5. 5 plus and minus, and the 2's cancel on this one, root 31. Okay, looks like I ran out of space, so I could also graph this one. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that up here. -3 over x winds up being in these quadrants, and negative it shouldn't go up like that. It should stay over here. Getting closer and closer. Okay, and then we got the -1/2 plus 5, so let's say that's the 5, and we're sloping down. So way back here, this is 5 minus root 31, and this one's going to be 5 plus root 31. Alright, thanks for watching. Character and Scholarship for Life.